It's happy time, people. Welcome back to the Daily Wrap. It's time for Yay or Nay. First up, North Korea's defense chief was publicly executed by anti-aircraft gunfire last month for disloyalty. What exactly did the defense chief do? Jane's laughing, the guy's dead. To deserve such a public and brutal death? He fell asleep during a military event and disagreed with Kim Jong-un. And that's your ball game. You should see what happens when we disagree with Rick around here. If you were offered $1 billion as your yay or nay question to be the defense chief of North Korea, would you take it, Jane?
Well, yes, but I would have Seth Rogen and James Franco as my chief lieutenants to protect me.
That's true. They killed Kim Jong-un at the end of the movie that no one saw. And Lisa?
No, I wouldn't want anything to do with any job in North Korea.
That's smart. Well,
you just ruined that movie for me. Now I know how it ends.
Oh, yeah.
No, I say.
Blow his head.
Can you spend $1 billion in North Korea?
I believe it is.
Is there something to buy?
Yes.
Yeah?
Plenty.
Uniforms.
No.
Uniforms. I don't think I would do it.
Uniforms. Security, perhaps.
Right.
Anyway, HBO's Game of Thrones is huge right now. I watch it. Fans love the drama and the gore and the fantasy of it all. The key word there being fantasy. Apparently, the show's biggest fan, rapper Snoop Dogg, didn't get the memo on the last part. The rapper, who even provided a track for one of the show's soundtracks, didn't hear that one, opened up during an interview he did recently with the New York Post saying, quote, "I watched Game of Thrones for historic reasons, to try to understand what this world was based on before I got here. I'd like to know how we got here from there to here and the similarities between then and now." Oh boy. For the record, for those of you who don't watch, Game of Thrones is based on pure fantasy from the genius mind of author and creator George R.R. Martin. Are Mr. Dogg's extracurricular activities having an effect on his historical perspective?
Poor dog. I mean, you just see him sitting there deciding he's going to look deep, man. He's going deep. He's going to show you, I'm more than just this TV show. Only to find out he's a complete moron. Poor dog.
Wow.
Poor Snoop.
Lisa?
It's Snoop Dogg. It's like there's nothing further to say.
Don't disrespect
Snoop Dogg
Snoop.
is cool.
He's cool, but to come out with that.
There's a certain intelligence behind cool, and it's a different kind of intelligence than knowing about history. But I'd like to be as cool as Snoop Dogg, that's for sure.
It's okay not to know the history, but
right,
when you
to know that
say
it's
that
fantasy,
you think it is history,
right, exactly.
Right.
It's problematic.
Do you watch the show?
No.
You have to understand, there are dragons going around executing people.
But he,
I'm sorry, I'm into Downton Abbey and House of Cards.
Okay, well,
Now
Downton
that's
Abbey is
business.
done.
Well, Downton.
I know, and
One
I'm
more year.
devastated.
One more year?
One more year.
Oh,
You know you're
thank
pretentious when you call it Downton instead of downtown,
right.
like those, people who don't watch the show do. Like me.
Lady Mary must come
Mitt
back into my
Romney
life.
back in the news. Take a look and a sound at this.
Hi, I'm Mitt Romney, and you may recognize me from television or the news or just around town. You've heard my critics say that I'm out of touch, that I'm stiff, that I just don't relate to people. For years, I've been listening to garbage like that, and I've decided to fight back. How do you do that? By taking on the former heavyweight champion of the world.
Well, it's hard to believe, that he's actually 68?
He's 68, I
Yeah,
think.
68
He's in
years old.
amazing
Damn,
shape.
He looks good. But anyway, you heard it from the man himself. Romney training in preparation to take on former champ Evander Holyfield this Friday in a charity match for Charity Vision. The match is projected to raise $1 million for the Utah-based nonprofit. Tickets for the fight are running up to $150,000, with 100% of the proceeds, not 10 like the Clinton Foundation, going to Charity Vision. Would you spend $150,000 or even $150 to see a Romney-Holyfield fight?
Well, first I have to say, I'm going to name drop. I know Evander. This charity is a terrific charity, so absolutely spend that money, get behind it. And Romney's a cool dude. I don't know why he didn't show more during the election.
Agreed. Lisa, quickly.
Right, he should have done this during the election. Good for him.
Yes, I'd like to see him in shorts, just out of curiosity.
Ooh.
Okay. Fascinating way to end this show. Well, thank you for joining us, everybody. Great job, panel. I'm Joe Concha, reminding you it has now been 23 days since Hillary Clinton has answered a question from the press. Newsmax Prime with J.D. Hayworth is next. Don't go anywhere.